Okay, I have a really big announcement to make. I may have mentioned to some of you that we have a new brand coming, and it's going to happen in about 2 weeks. Actually, 2 weeks from today, which is Monday. And let me just tell you, I haven't been this excited about a brand since we first got Color Wow. And actually, when we first had Color Wow, it wasn't really that big of a brand at that time. It wasn't that popular. A lot of people didn't know who it was or who they were. And, this brand, a lot of people haven't heard about, but this brand is already making waves in the industry right now. And I'm going to tell you who it is. And I'm going to tell you, we have some really, really amazing things going to happen with this brand coming up. But who is this mysterious brand that I've been hinting about all this time? Well, it's called Gold Hair Care. And they're a brand out of Denmark. They've been around since, I think they said 2008, something like that. And we just had a Zoom call today, and we kind of met them for the first time. It's like a little preview before we have our big official launch on August 22nd. And so these two guys actually were, they've been in the industry a long time. One of them worked for Schwarzkopf and, they were a big part of, their success in the early days. And another one worked behind the scenes with Sebastian. And, I used to sell Sebastian years ago. That's like about 30 years ago when I had Sebastian. And, one of the things that they both mentioned, even though they had great success in those brands, they really hated the fact that, you get a new brand like Sebastian and like Schwarzkopf and like many others, and you start with hardly anybody knowing it. And then before long, you start seeing the brand everywhere. And what I mean by everywhere, I don't mean in salons, not necessarily salons, but, salons and stylists are the ones that actually start building the brand. They make it known to their customers. And before long, you start seeing these brands available online on Amazon, on their own websites. And they actually, a lot of these brands, most of them are direct marketing to our customers. So once they get on their email list, then they start direct marketing to them. And they also start being available in local stores, retail stores that are not professional stores. The list goes on and on. And it's been a very frustrating thing for not only me and myself and other reps and our distributor, but it's been a major pain point for most of my stylists, most of my salon customers. And the reason why is, they do the work. They do all of the work to recommend a brand. They get excited about something and they get behind it. They start promoting it. And the worst thing that happens is while they're doing their customer's hair, the customer is in their chair on Amazon trying to buy that product instead of buying it from the hairdresser. And, a lot of times they have it right there on their shelves. And this is the most exciting thing that I'm going to tell you, for, a fellow stylist, whether you're my customer or not, or you're somewhere, out in the United States. This is going to be a brand that is going to do things different than any other brand. And one of the things that they said that really made them sick was the fact that, their brands became available everywhere, and they set out to start a company and totally go against the norm. They wanted their brand to be not only very, very high quality, a premium brand, but it's got to be exclusive. They don't want to ever market directly to to Amazon, to directly to customers. They want their distributors, their salons, to have exclusivity, total exclusivity, which means you can't find it online. You have to buy it from a licensed hairdresser, a salon that actually carries the brand. And the other thing is, it's not just that they're coming up with a brand that's exclusive. This is not just any old brand. They just didn't slap a bunch of products together, put a price on it, and then want to put another brand, another Me Too brand out there. No, this brand is a premium brand. It looks really good. It's very, very high quality. In fact, which I didn't even know this, but our company was actually doing major research on this brand, and they've been in talks with them all last year. So this has been a year-long endeavor, and they actually held out for us until we were ready to bring it on. And of course, the reason why they want to go with a distributor like ours is because we're family first. We're a family-owned distributorship. We do not divert our products. We don't have, online ordering for the end consumer. We don't sell directly to the end consumer. We mainly only sell to licensed cosmetologists, licensed hairdressers, our clients only. And we only sell within our territory. So, we cover the Southeast, which is Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana. I think we just went into Tennessee now, and the Carolinas. And with all of those reps in that area, which I think now is over 60 reps, we cover pretty good territory, and our distributorship already carries some premium brands, some of the most popular brands on the market. And we have done such a great job over the years promoting these brands and building up these brands. And they were looking for a company like that. And there's no other company out there that fits the bill that we actually provide. This brand, I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to get on the screen and show you who they are and what they're about. And this is just a preview. On Monday, August 22nd, we're going to be in a sales meeting, with the full presentation with the crew. And you'll learn even more about them. But from the little bit that I can remember that, when I just saw them hours ago on Zoom, is that they mean business. They have not only a super high quality brand that, really can stand alongside of premium brands like Oribe and Kerastase, but without the high price that those are. So this is a premium brand. It's got a premium price, but it's not in the same price range as theirs. It's under their price range, but super, super high quality ingredients. And these products are made in Denmark. So this is a Danish company. These guys aren't from Denmark, but they're English speaking. They, and the co-owner or co-founder of this company actually had a big hand in some of the biggest brands in the industry. And, he's been in the business for, I think, something like 40 to 50 years. I forget the exact number, but this is going to be his last big brand that he's launching that will leave a stamp on his legacy. And when I tell you that this is going to be exciting, you just, hopefully you see the excitement. And I haven't even touched it. I haven't used it. I haven't smelt it. But, we have had other reps in our company that were testing this last year, unbeknownst to most of the rest of us. And that's because they have premium salons, high-end salons that already carry lines like Kerastase and Oribe and other high-end brands. And they were asked to sample these salons. And based on the feedback that I've heard on this Zoom call, it sounds like these salons are, biting at the bit to bring on this new brand to actually sit alongside their other brands and possibly replace the other brands. And just know that, salons that are ready to bring on a new brand, they told us that they're going to set us up with some lots of samples. And that means salons that really are interested in bringing on a brand. And remember, this is not a budget brand. So you got to be willing to take the leap and just know that it's going to be an investment, but it's going to be an investment in something that only you and other salons that are investing in this brand are going to be able to sell. They can't buy it anywhere else. Okay? They can't buy it online in other stores, only at other salons that decide to bring this brand on. And so for that fact, compared to some of our other brands that we're carrying right now that are being distributed by, other distributors, and they're online everywhere, there's so much competition. I'm over all of that. I want to sell to to my clients a brand that they can, get behind, that can be proud of, that they know this is their brand that's not going to stab them in the back. And it's a limited inventory. This is not something that has a lot of SKUs. I believe there's only 28. And somebody said on the call that they don't plan on having any more than 30. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Honestly, I think, all these brands say that at the very beginning, and then they end up adding more and more and more as time goes on. So just take that with a grain of salt. But that's their goal right now. And they've got pretty much everything they need at first glance. So wait till you see it. It is going to be exciting. So take a look, and I'll walk you through the brand of what I knew now. Here's goldhaircare.com. Look at how great that looks. It was 2009. Danish visionaries Victor Moreno and Marco Meri challenged the world of fashion and beauty. They created a completely new definition of quality for hair care products: Gold Professional Hair Care. Thousands of stylists around the world choose Gold brand as a unique high-class brand, and the only one that meets restrictive Danish environmental standards. Nature is of fundamental importance to us, therefore all the components come exclusively from renewable and sustainable sources. Gold Professional Hair Care is a passion and a tribute to hairdressing art, a long-term process of product improvement supported by experienced Scandinavian biotechnologists and hairdressers allowed to realize a common vision of hair care and hair coloring for the future. Environmentally friendly products guarantee beauty, strength, and excellent protection of hair subject to dynamic change of trends. So initially, we're going to be bringing on just the hair care. They also have hair color and lighteners. To be more successful at launching the brand, we're going to start with the hair care products. Once we introduce the hair care brand and you guys are loving it, it's going to be so much easier introducing the hair color because you're going to be asking for it. Because once you find out there's hair color and you already experienced the value and the quality of the hair care brand, you're gonna really want the hair color. It says inspired by the best of nature's fragrances, plant textures, and healing properties, we've fused natural skin and hair care ingredients with new age technology to provide you products that perform at the highest level while still being considerate of the effects on the environment. So you got Nordic Quality. Check them out on their Instagram. But you can see that when we click on the brand, it tells you more about it. So it's a premium brand. Okay, so these are the two guys that we actually saw on our Zoom today. Couldn't remember their names. And I tried to record it, but my Camtasia was acting up. I think something was interfering with it, so it didn't happen. But I think these are the two guys that are actually going to launch it with us. This guy was actually with Sebastian, and this guy, Marco, was with Schwarzkopf for many years. So this is considered a green hair care brand. It's 100% vegan, environmentally friendly products containing high quality ingredients, including pure oils, plant extracts, and antioxidants that mainly come from renewable and sustainable sources. Formulated and produced to comply with strict quality and green regulations. And you got to understand, in Denmark, and basically Europe in general, the standards there are much more strict than they are here in the U.S. So you're going to know that you're going to get, high quality premium ingredients, which is the reason why the price is higher than a lot of other products on the market. All shampoos and conditioners and masks contain 98 to 100% of natural active ingredients. So these are the products. So they're all listed by category. So they have a luxury hair mask, hydration shampoo, hydration conditioner, repair shampoo, repair conditioner, scalp relief shampoo, daily detoxing shampoo, blonde shampoo. Let's just look at that packaging though. Okay, so this is in the wash and nourish regimen. Styling and protection, you've got argan oil, silky drops, 10-in-1, volume spray, seawater cream, curl cream, smoothing cream, and blowout cream. And then delicious foundation, root lift spray mousse. All right, and that's just all in the styling and protection. Finish is fairy dust, fiber wax, clay wax, styling wax, dry shampoo, texturizing spray, dry hairspray, and strong spray. Oh, also flexible spray. Metamorphic Salon system. Gold hair care products and colors contain exclusively selected high-quality ingredients sourced from renewable and sustainable resources around the world. Inspired by the best of nature's fragrances, plant textures, and healing properties, we fuse natural skin and hair care ingredients with new age technology to provide you products that perform at the highest level while still being considerate of the effects on the environment. In our carefully crafted gold hair care products, you won't find any sulfates or parabens, only powerful and natural ingredients that nourish and protect your hair. And these ingredients are found all over the world. What have you noticed about this website? There's no way to order online. This is just an information site. You got a way to contact them, but other than that, that's it. I've actually been to Copenhagen. So that's their headquarters in Denmark. All right, so what'd you think? Okay, so I'll have much more information, and I want you to let me know in the comments below. Are you going to be one of my clients that will be on board in the very beginning, or are you going to just sit back and wait? I would highly suggest you take advantage of this. We're going to have like a bag deal that you're going to be able to get a hold of that will have a good selection of products. I recommend you start with that. And then you'll know from there whether you want to invest in this brand.